Yeah, good evening, guys. I am from Thyroid Solutions. So today we are going to develop a project in JavaScript. So let me start with the VS Code. Here, today we are going to develop a project in JavaScript regarding the weather API, and we will be seeing that how API works. So let me show you a demo of it. This is our project, and let me run this code here. So if I say So this project is all about weather APIs and how the APIs work. So it is now displaying our web page. So this is our whole web page. So here we have to put the city name, and as we put the API key, so it will display the output. So right now it is showing me city not found because I have not put the API keys there. So let me explain you the whole project, how it is working. So this is my HTML page. So this is my HTML page where I first created a div tag. Here, this is my div and whose class I put as a container and ID I have given as app. So inside this div container, I have a h1 as weather app. After that input tag I have put there. Input tag is nothing but our that box where we are going to put the city name. That is our input tag. After that here I created a search button and ID here I given a search btn. Another div tag I created and here I've given class as a weather info and ID also weather info I given. H2 I given city name, paragraph temperature ID, and paragraph ID is equals to humidity, and paragraph ID is equals to I am given condition here. Why I have given these things? I have given these things because here at the end of the city name it will display the city name, temperature it will be displayed here, the temperature will be displaying here, humidity or not, and here the weather conditions are displaying. So after that, let me explain you how this script tag JavaScript is working on this. So here we have to put our API key. So to create an API key, what we have to do is we have to go to the an API site that is openapi.org. So if you open here, openapi.org. Open API, open API for weather. So here this one whether open weather API we have to go open weather API. If you go to the API, in this API part you can create here you can go and say my API key. Inside this my API key section, here you have to create an account, and after that here, so here you can put the password. So here you can create an API key from this. And how to create an API key? What you have to do first is you have to go to the first you have to go first you have to go to this wait, let me if possibly if it can come down, let me do it. So it's not coming down. Here your ID is showing, and inside this you can go to the my API key. If you drop down will come, and here it will display my API key. So here you have to create here. After that, generate API. If you give here, you have to give the API name. Suppose here I'm giving weather one. I already given weather here, so that's why this time I'm giving weather one, and I'm clicking on generate. So here weather one API key is generating here. So now I can copy this one, and here after that here action is required. So here I am saying okay, action activate, our key is already activated. So right now what we have to do is we just have to copy this key, API key. Here I'm copying it and pasting here inside this your, in place of your API key here. Let me paste here. So let me do once Control Z. So let me remove this comment part. Yeah. So this is my API key now. So what happens here is after passing my API keys here, what I'm doing is document dot get element by ID search button. Why I have given search button here? Because here is my ID of the search. So once I click on the search button, then this API should activate. So for that purpose, we have given the document dot get element by ID. And here I have assigned an event listener. Why I have assigned an event listener? Because the moment I click on the search button, then that API should run. So always remember this thing that every event listener takes two parameters. The first one is the event and the second one is the function. So which event I want here? I want a click event. So that's why I have given here a click. So after that here I have given an arrow function here. Arrow function is what arrow function is? Arrow function is nothing but a short form of a function. So here I'm passing a variable. I'm passing a variable city. Document dot get element by ID city input. Here I am giving city input, nothing is nothing but the where I am putting the city name. Okay. So find here value dot trim. What is this value doing? This value is nothing but it is going to fetch the value. Fine, and this trim is going to trim the things. So if city, if the value is get whether city, if the city is found, it's okay. Otherwise, what we will do is async function city, and here it is going to check whether my API is correct or not, and as per the key I provided, it will generate the output. Then if it creates any error, then for that error, here I am creating an try and catch block. How this try and catch block is working, let me explain you once. So this try block is working as I say response, and if that response is there, it will fetch the response through the URL. Means whatever the fetch, whatever the weather report or whatever the what we can say the weather conditions are there, the URL of that website will be fetched. So after that const data, I am saying await response dot JSON here. So if data dot here, I am writing if data dot COD triple is equals to 200, that means it is giving a condition that if it is that, then update the weather data. So else alert city not found. If the wrong city I put, then this will happen. So after that here, I am writing a function update weather. If there is any update in the weather condition, then it will display the updated value. So here const city name data dot name, const temp data dot main dot temp, const humidity. For every condition, I am writing a variable and I am passing the values to it. So after that, what I am doing here is I am just collecting by document dot get element by ID. I am collecting the city name which is I defined here top, and city name, temperature, humidity, and condition I defined on the top, and based on that thing, I am just passing here. Fine, everyone. So now what here I am doing is after that I create a function set background condition, let image URL, whatever the image URL is there, and based on that image source images, I am putting the images here. So now let me run this code and see right now how our code is working. So right now my code is working something like this. So here I am saying Hyderabad. So now if I click on this search, so it is still showing city not found. Maybe my API key is not activated. So guys, try this from your side. Okay. So I hope you got the project idea and in this way how our project is working. So I hope this is and guys, this is the final video of our JavaScript session. So I hope you enjoyed the session, guys. Thank you, guys.